Rastafari, Haile Selassie the first, who lives and rules and reign over all living things. Run it, my band.
When the churches had failed, reggae music through the Rastafari influence did awaken the conscience and the consciousness of the minds and the mentality of the youth.
Yeah, like I say in one of my songs, music is the rod and we are Moses. The rod which strikes the rock. You know? So this rod now is striking the heart of the people, making true love flow.
We have the power to turn things around. It's for us to stand up when we fall to the ground. I say this with a smile, pause for a while.
Must have been to see his mother live inside the house. And never really fulfilled that, he never lived to see it happen.
What happened instead has been front page news all this week. The singer who sang about burning down Babylon was himself consumed by flames Friday, along with his mother. What's known is that gunfire ignited a gas cylinder at his mother's home. Yet to be established is who pulled the trigger. As the police tried to trace ownership of guns found at the death scene, speculation grew that Silk had paid the ultimate price by himself setting in motion a tragic chain of events, an allegation that some who knew him found hard to believe.
Now, if you ask me, I don't think Garnet had any firearm. I had anything to do with firearm.
Garnet was a youth who I feel was dealing with perfect love. He was a symbol of consciousness. So there's no way no one can tell me about he was playing on the guns. That is my belief.
Welcome to Dancehall Spotlight, where we shine a spotlight on iconic figures who have shaped the dancehall and reggae genre. Today, we embark on a journey to explore the life and untimely death of a reggae legend, Garnet Silk. Join us as we delve into the pages of his extraordinary life, filled with talent, inspiration, and ultimately, tragedy. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share your comments, also hit the notification bell for more dancehall content. In the world of reggae music, there are few artists whose impact is as profound and enduring as Garnet Silk. His soulful voice and heartfelt lyrics captivated audiences, transcending boundaries and leaving a mark that would be remembered for generations to come. Silk's music career took off in the late 1980s and early 1990s, with a string of hits that helped establish him as one of reggae music's most promising talents. His soulful voice and socially conscious lyrics resonated with fans around the world and earned him comparisons to legendary artists like Bob Marley and Peter Tosh. Some of his most popular songs include
The Lord God Jah love the Almighty. The Lord God Jah the Almighty loveth the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Jacob. Glorious things are spoken of thee, O city of God, Selah. I'll make mention of Rahab and Babylon to them that know me. Behold, Philistia and Tyre with Ethiopia. This man was born there. Jah, Rastafari, Haile Selassie the first, who lives and rules and reigns over all living things. Glory be unto the Almighty God, Jah Rastafari. Praises be unto the Almighty himself. Oh well, oh yes, Jah is the ruler. Don't make nobody fool ya. Jah is the ruler. Don't make nobody fool ya. Jah is the ruler. Don't make nobody fool ya. Jah is the ruler. Don't make nobody.
Garnet Silk was born as Garnet Damian Smith in Manchester, Jamaica, on April 2nd, 1966. He was the youngest of 5 children in his family, raised in a strict Seventh-day Adventist household. Growing up, Silk was a shy and introverted child who did not excel academically, but was passionate about music. He began singing in his church choir and eventually joined a local sound system.
There be no mercy for the merciless. No, 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 no. No mercy for the merciless. They're taking advantage of the underprivileged, too long living in bondage. Advantage of the situation. I want you to get the promotion. Advantage of the underprivileged, too long living in a bondage. Advantage of the situation. I want you to get the promotion. Everyone is giving a little, only to deceive you. Then break your poor little heart.
His musical career began at the age of 12, when he performed under the name Little Bimbo. During the 1980s, he worked as a DJ on sound systems such as Conquering Lion, Soul Remembrance, Pepper's Disco, Stereophonic, and Destiny Outer National, where he first met Tony Rebel. He recorded his first track in 1985, but it would be 2 years later before his first single, Problem Everywhere, was released.
Hey, Lord of mercy.
In 1989, at the suggestion of veteran singer Derek Morgan, Smith turned from DJing to singing with a recording session at Bunny Lee's studio with Rebel, including tracks recorded separately as a duo and with Anthony Selassie, and he began working under his real name. The success of this session led him to continue as a singer, going on to work with producers King Tubby, Prince Jammy, and Donovan Germain, before signing a 2-year contract with Steely and Clevie in 1990, recording an album's worth of songs for them. It was the production duo who decided to change his name to Garnet Silk, in reference to his smooth voice. Only one of the tracks recorded during this period, We Can Be Together, a duet with Chevelle Franklin, was actually released at the time, and discouraged by this, he returned to Manchester and threw himself into songwriting. In the early 90s, Garnet Silk had a life-changing spiritual experience that would forever shape his music and message. He began studying Rastafarianism and delved into various spiritual teachings, infusing his music with deeper meaning. Another encounter with Tony Rebel brought an introduction to Courtney Cole, owner of the Roof International label. Silk would record a plethora of songs at the producer's Ocho Rios studio. Amongst them were the hits Mama, 7 Spanish Angels, and a cover of the Johnny Nash classic, I Can See Clearly Now. Roof International would posthumously bundle up these early singles and other material recorded at this time for the Nothing Can Divide Us album, which the VP label picked up for the US. By 1992, Silk was in Kingston in the studio with producer Bobby Digital, recording his debut album, It's Growing. Split between deeply cultural themes, spiritual songs, and romantic numbers, the album went on to become one of the best-selling in Jamaica that year, and he had his first major hit single with Hello Mama Africa, produced by Richard Bello Bell for the Star Trail label, which was Silk's first international hit and topped the reggae chart in Britain.
Mama Africa, I'm a coming home, yeah, yeah. Hello Mama Africa, how are you? I'm feeling fine, and I hope you're fine too. Hello Mama Africa, how are you? I hope when you hear these words, your race turn blue. Please turn around and singing these words to let you know how much I care, and I won't let go, even though we're
Over the next 2 years, the singer would record with most of the major name producers on the island, both on his own and in partnership with Tony Rebel. He cut numerous of songs with King Jammy, including Fill Us Up With Your Mercy and Lord Watch Over Our Shoulders.
let Jah be praised while I pray for my blessings to rise. Whoa, whoa, belly full but they're starving. Have a lot them still wanting. Jah, without you we're empty. Fill us up with your mercy.
Amongst them was Zion in a Vision, a Jamaican #1 cut with producer Jack Scorpio, as well as Hey Mama Africa. He also recorded for Sly and Emp Robbie, including the deeply religious Thank You Jah and Green Line. The pace was becoming too much, and Silk collapsed during a show at the Ritz in New York City, suffering from low blood pressure and exhaustion. The exhausted singer was forced to cancel all his scheduled appearances for the next 6 months, most crucially of all, his first appearance at Reggae Sumfest. However, Silk bounced back in 1994 and get back to work. In a show of good grace, he rejoined Steely Imp Clevey and cut the Love Is the Answer single, another massive hit. Fight Back, produced by Richie Stephens, was next up. By then, the singer was ready to retake the stage, which he did with a vengeance, headlining that year's Reggae Sumfest and Reggae Sunsplash festivals.
Pound 5. Let Jah be praised while I pray for my blessings to rise. Oh, oh. Hey, really full but they're starving. Babylon test you one day.
Hold on. We're not asking my gun no more. Hold on, Mike. I'm going to buy 45.
Let Jah be praised while I pray for my blessings to rise. Oh, oh, oh.
Garnet Silk.
Really full but they're starving. Babylon test you one day. Jah, without you we're empty. Fill us up with your mercy, Jah. They're really full but they're starving. Babylon test you one day. Jah, without you we're empty. Fill us up with your mercy, Jah. Man shall not live by bread alone, and I know, but by the words that proceeded from Jah.
Having signed an international distribution deal with Atlantic Records, Silk now entered Tough Gong Studios with producer Errol Brown and list of other top producers, including Aston Barrett, Sly and Robbie, Tyrone Downey, Earl Chinna Smith, and Uzziah Sticky Thompson to begin work on his second album. He'd recorded 10 songs, and the album was nearing completion when he went home to visit his mother. Silk had borrowed a pair of guns from his attorney after his mother's home had been burglarized, but had no idea how to use them. Sitting with a couple of friends at his mother's house in Mandeville, Jamaica on 9th of December, one offered to show him how they worked, at which point the gun accidentally misfired, hitting a propane tank and setting the house ablaze. The singer, his friends, and his 2 brothers made it out safely, only to discover that Silk's mother was still trapped inside. Silk rushed back into the house to save her, but it was too late, and unfortunately both Silk and his mother's lives were lost in the fire. The circumstances surrounding Garnet Silk's death remain shrouded in mystery, with investigations yielding inconclusive results. Theories range from accidental causes to suspicions of foul play, leaving many unanswered questions that continue to linger to this day. Despite the heartbreaking end to his life, Garnet Silk's legacy lives on through the indelible mark he left on the reggae genre. His music remains timeless, touching the hearts of those who continue to discover his work, and his influence echoes through the voices of contemporary reggae artists. As we conclude this tragic story of Garnet Silk, we honor the memory of a talent gone too soon. If you enjoyed this video or have your thoughts to share, please do so in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our upcoming content. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life and legacy of Garnet Silk. Until next time, may his music continue to inspire and resonate with us all.
Oh, I see, and I saw Zion in a vision. Jah was there amidst everyone, stretching forth his right hand. Oh, it's like a family reunion. Zion in a vision. Jah was there amidst everyone, stretching forth his right hand. Oh, it's like a family reunion. There's no room for the ungodly, none for the workers of iniquity. Only pure in hearts and clean hands. So be good, oh we little ones. I saw Zion, 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 Zion in a vision. yeah. Love and prosperity be with you all. Now and forevermore. Jah Rastafari.